had 150,000 followers, and overnight, just all of a sudden, because of one action, it was all gone. I am a DJ, producer, talent agent, and marketer. Starting in the music industry, my biggest influences were all the up-and-coming rappers like Lil Uzi Vert at the time, A Boogie with the Hoodie, PNB Rock, all the rappers that I kind of gravitated towards at my early 16, 17, 18 years old. Those are the people that really influenced me. And after getting into the scene, I started becoming a lot more influenced by DJs like DJ Khaled, DJ Tiesto.
I got you, no, yeah. Hands on your body, I don't wanna waste no time.
Talk to me about your experience with Juice WRLD. You went on tour with him, you had a lot of opportunities with him, visited many different cities with him. What was it like at such a young age working with an artist of that type of scale?
It was so unreal because I went from being 17 years old, in high school, in class, and then turning 18 and realizing that, at the end of class, I'm getting invited on tour, I'm getting invited to shows. And it just really threw me off because it was a dream that I thought that I would be living, 5-10 years from now. And I ended up, waking up in my dream. I was already on the road, I was already with major acts, working with Juice WRLD was dope. But ultimately, it was the experience. The experience is what branded me and built me as a DJ, built me as a person. Due to the fact that, I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger. I was worrying about the wrong things, and I think that, losing the social media and losing the friends that I had at the time definitely allowed me to encompass and grow from there. Well, my most memorable moment with Juice WRLD was definitely Rolling Loud, his last Rolling Loud prior to his death. I've never seen so many people sing at the top of their lungs. Being able to just experience that from the stage point of view was unreal. And then, knowing that he passed away a couple months afterwards, it was just very, very heartbreaking, very devastating. And it really, shifted my life from there because I was living a dream to, coming back to reality, realizing that, not everything's going to be perfect. My day-to-day is very compact. It goes from having, daily regimens, from going to the gym to ensuring that I'm eating right, to making sure that I'm working on production and networking with the right people, ensuring that my schedule is fully booked and I'm always constantly growing and working on my skill sets. 2 years, we'll be pushing internationally for sure. Looking to expand into Costa Rica first quarter of next year, looking to do music festivals and start branding myself internationally. Want to start with Costa Rica and branch from there. 3 to 5 year goal, I want to start, pushing into Europe, Africa, all these other different countries. Ultimately, I want to be able to build myself as a producer, as an artist, and I want to be a very high paid touring DJ. My goal is to be minimally the highest ticketed DJ in the United States.
So outside of touring and working with Fat Boy and Juice WRLD and all these other big acts, I ended up working with a company out in New York City right after the pandemic. Once people were getting outside of quarantine and they started coming out again, people were flocking out. We were having, anywhere from 500 to, 2,500 people come to these venues. And, that definitely kickstarted it back up for me right after the pandemic. And that's something that I truly enjoyed. So ultimately, I call those like venue parties. The venue parties are cool because they're big, but house parties are very intimate. It's not the same thing as when I'm doing a venue. I don't really interact with my audience other than my performance. When I'm at a house party, I'm gonna be honest with you, ultimately I genuinely like interacting with my fans. I love taking pictures, I love having conversations, I love to know what's on their mind, and I'd love to just take their input. Sometimes I'll ask people, hey, what did you like, what did you not like, so I could better the experience for everybody involved. Fatboy SSE is ultimately a big brother to me, has helped me out tremendously, has put me on a ton of shows, allowed me to make a ton of money, and ultimately just polished me as a DJ. I've been able to work with a ton of musicians, but Fatboy really took me in as a younger brother, showed me the ropes, gave me opportunities that other people weren't willing to do, and just, mended that relationship from, a celebrity to, a regular person. That's, like a big brother to me, helped me out so much, and just been growing with them ever since.
The reason that I partnered up with the Ronald McDonald's Foundation was because I wanted to give somebody, that home away from home.
I'm sorry if it's all too much, but every day you're here, I'm healing.
In regards to the food drives that I do annually, it's food drives, toy drives that I like to do normally at the Second Reformed Church in New Brunswick. I wanted to actually show you guys something. Here is a letter from the Ronald McDonald's House of Central and Northern New Jersey, basically saying thank you for your donation. This was the letter that they sent me, basically just thanking me and letting me know that the donations were just affecting physically and emotionally and mentally, and helping out the kids that were, at these foundations and the families that were going through a hard time. Just something that really meant a lot to me, so I've always kept it around, and it kind of keeps me pushing forward. So the recent Christmas toy drive, I was able to successfully bring together roughly about 250 people, 20 musicians, put them on stage, and kind of encompassed everybody to come to one location to donate. Didn't charge anybody $1. Really was just trying to get everybody to participate and help for a good cause. All the donations went to the Ronald McDonald's Foundation and ultimately made families and kids happy. The Thanksgiving food drive was something that I kind of just wanted to put together to help people in a time of need for Thanksgiving, ultimately because my family always gathered together and helped other churches and other organizations, so I wanted to follow by example and brought my following to the church in New Brunswick to be able to put this together and donate. The Thanksgiving food drive was something that I started roughly about 6 years ago. Ever since I noticed that I had a very strong following, I wanted to make sure that I could provide for others, especially during Thanksgiving, since it was such a holiday of giving thanks for everything that we had. I brought so many people together, roughly about 250 people were attending, and luckily I was able to get Fatboy SSE and a couple other surprise guests to help me, kickstart this, and ever since I've been doing this annually and had a lot of success from dropping food at food banks, churches, and other organizations nearby. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Jersey John. Super excited to share my career and my future goals with you guys. Stay tuned. I will be pushing international soon. See you guys on the big stages. Peace out.